Yeah, today I want to talk about comparison. How comparison is a toxic trait. Trying to compare yourself to other people. Um, because everybody is on their own journey. Nobody is on the same path. Um, New Year, by the way. I hope everybody had a happy New Year. Um, that's what I want to focus on this year is not comparing myself to other people, because like I said, everybody is on their own path, their own journey. Everybody's journey is different. So yes, I get it. It's human nature to compare your life to other people's lives. But, there's no reason to. Because everybody is on their own journey. They have their own destination. Like somebody might move on. You might work with a coworker, for example. You might work with a coworker. You see them moving up, or they're moving onto something else, and you're still stuck at your spot. No need to be jealous of them. Just, congratulate them and know that where you're at, you're working on what you're working on. Because we're all on a different path. And, everybody's own purpose has value. So the best way you can avoid comparison is see what path you want to go on. And speaking of New Year's, I would never recommend making resolutions, as well intended as they are. Come up with some goals, specifically what you want to do. Develop some awesome habits. Habits. Come up with some, good habits. You know what thing you want to do. Map that out. And this way you're not comparing to what other people do, because those people you're comparing yourself to, they have their own doubts and things, but they probably made their own goals and developed their own habits. Because, what is it? I don't know. I guess comparison is the thief of, I don't know, happiness, or kills creativity. I don't know how the saying goes. Killer of joy, yeah. I think comparison is the killer of joy. It's just, that's like authentic. It's like, I don't know, I'm trying to be authentic. It's like myself. I don't edit many things. Maybe I'm going to learn something new to work on. But I don't know what the YouTube algorithm is. I know what my path is, and I'm just trying to be real on here, so I don't worry about if some other person is more successful on YouTube as I do. I may never get a plaque. So friggin' what, It'd be great, I guess, but I'm not trying to live my life on the algorithm, because everybody, like I said, like I said many times before, I don't consider myself an influencer, and that's great if other people do. I'm just trying to be authentic. This is not really even scripted, so it's kind of like going and I know different places and stuff. But the whole point I guess I'm getting at is comparison. Should compare yourself to anybody else. Be happy for them. You're great. You're great where you are. I mean, we all have things we want to strive for, or thrive for. But it's like, comparing apples and oranges, whatever your preference is. You might say this apple will never taste like an orange, which is fine because they're different in their own way. I know that's kind of fruity, no pun intended. It's like every person is different. They're on their own journey, their own path, own calling. So, let me think here. Let me give you a little exercise here. Say the next time you want to compare your life to somebody else's, think about how that other person may feel. Maybe they're trying to compare themselves to somebody else. And just think, okay, just instead of comparing, just be happy where they are, where they're at. You're going where you need to go. You just have to do the work. Like I said, it's like we all go through, different challenges and things. But, like I said, comparison is never a really good thing, It may have its purpose, I guess, comparing as far as, pros and cons, writing a list. It has its purposes, but generally speaking, you don't want to live your life comparing yourself to other people, because that kind of drains you. Trying to think here. Comparison, huh? What would be the opposite of comparison? Same, I don't know, sameness. I don't know if necessarily being the same as other people is a good thing either. Being unique, that's the key. You want uniqueness. Authenticity is what's needed in this world. Not trying to compare yourself to other people, because what happens if you're trying to compare yourself to other people, you're trying to be like them, a carbon copy. And I'm sure identical twins may look the same, but they have their own traits and characteristics. I'm just using that as an example. It's like, why would you want to be somebody else? Be you, Be you, I don't know, It's just like I said, apples and oranges. I like both, but they both have their different tastes, It's like, compare. Yeah, I don't know. It's a new year. I hope for, 2026, the new year we're in, it's more like setting aside differences, embracing that, not trying to compare your life with other people's, I guess a better way to think of it is not living in the past. Don't try to, you can, think about moments, but don't try to recreate moments that you might have had. Don't compare, or yourself, don't compare your life to what it was, because, things change, relationships change, and just embrace change. That's part of it, embracing change. That will help you not compare things so much. Well, let me see, I think I'm at a point. I don't think I have any more points at this point, I guess. All right. don't compare. Bye.